Okay, the camera's rolling. Hi.
Hello.
This is going to be another interview.
Okay.
I'll have to stay off to the side. Hi, this is going to be another interview with Marylin Tucker, the wife of Forrest Tucker. And we've been doing a lot of questions about her life with Forrest, and we're just going to continue with some other questions that may be a little bit more provocative. So I hope you don't mind.
I'll tell you if I do.
Okay, you can. When I was researching questions to ask, I noticed, and I think we talked about the fact that he had a reputation in an area that was fairly sensitive, and there was a lot of rumors and a lot of stories and innuendos as if it was true or not, and everybody had their own opinion on it, and it's hard to really understand if it was true or not. The facts have never really been out there or anything, and I thought maybe you being the wife of Forrest Tucker, you know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to know if you could validate or confirm or any of the stories you'd like to tell. I know you told me some stories about him on the golf course. If you would like to repeat any of those stories, I'm sure the public would love to hear it.
Okay, take a deep breath.
I am.
Of course, when I met him, I was a virgin, so I would tease him all the time. I mean, I heard about his reputation, but I told him I'd never seen another one, so I didn't know if it was this extraordinarily large thing. So that was my joke with him, but he knew it, and all his friends knew it, and they all joked about it. It was, it was written about it. I mean, it was, it was a big deal.
So you could, literally, so you can confirm that the stories are basically true.
Hey, Bill, now they got an awesome thing for example.
Well, yes. But again, the funny stories was one that I told you about with Phil Harris. He was playing golf with him, and he had a very short putt, and he thought it was a gimme. And Phil Harris said, "No, you have to putt it." And he says, "Well, goddamn, I could putt that with my cock." He says, "Well, go ahead and do it." So he got down on his knees, and he putted the ball in with his cock. That was a world-famous story.
And you can confirm that pretty much really happened?
That really happened. I'll show you a caricature in the house that is of him supposedly putting on, but he's putting with a fishing pole. That's characterizing the story.
Okay.
I don't know. There were a lot of stories. I told you the one that James Bacon had in one of his books that he wrote. He was taking out-of-town guests around Lakeside Golf Course, and he went into the locker room, and Tuck was asleep on the trainer's table, and he had a towel over him. So James Bacon picked up the towel, and this out-of-town guest who had been touring the country said, "Fuck the Grand Canyon."
That explains it, pretty much. Well, thank you for that. At least that puts to rest if it's not true or not. Since you have
I say there's things on the internet, there's stories and everything that
those are the true ones. I just want to mention another thing. We can leave the subject because we're teasing. This is sort of a lighthearted section, but I was in the Army. I was in the cavalry, and I noticed when he was younger, he joined the service to try to fight for our country, and he did join for a while, but he was let go because he was underage.
Well, that was before the war and everything. This was when he was, I guess, only 16, but he was, looked much older than his age and whatever, and he joined the cavalry. And I'm not sure, I don't know the exact story, but they found out he was underage, and so they discharged him.
Yeah.
But he did go back in the Army during the war.
So he did want to serve our country.
Yes, he was
a true American in that sense.
Yes, he was in the Army during World War II, but he did not ever go overseas because being an actor, they sent him to, I think it was Fort Lee, New Jersey, in the Signal Corps to make movies. So
That's what he did.
that's what he did. I mean, he went through basic training and all that kind of thing, but he never had to fight. Now, he fought a lot in different war movies. I mean, like...
Yeah, of course. Did he want to actually go overseas and fight, and just they didn't want to allow it?
Well,
or is it-
that was before I knew him, but I don't think so, because he was more of a lover, not a fighter. I don't think he would have liked combat. Well, I don't think anybody likes combat, but...
Well, but he did join the Army, so on his own,
Yeah.
when he's 16, when you join the Army, you join because, you know, you want to serve your country. So, in a way, you know, that would have been part of it had it come up, you know. So, I'm proud of him that he served, he tried to serve his country. Regardless of what happened, he gave it his attempt. So, that's the serious point I wanted to get across before we leave today, because, you know, I respected him when he was younger, and I think everybody else should too, you know, and I'm sure you do. There was a question I was going to ask. Let's see. It was about did he ever meet the Kennedys or any of those people in those days?
I don't think so. He was a staunch Republican.
Oh, then that was
And
that.
he thought the world was going to come to an end if Kennedy got nominated. I mean, he was campaigning for Nixon, and he wasn't too happy when Kennedy
Okay, all right.
won.
So,
But I mean, he was in with all the Republicans, you know,
Yeah, oh,
with
yeah.
Ronald Reagan and Nixon and
Bush.
Ford and he knew the first Bush when he was vice president,
okay.
but never knew. I mean,
So he traveled with some respectable people
oh
in
yeah,
his day.
but I said, but really, you know, conservative Republican.
Okay. He was a conservative Republican, but sometimes you wonder from all the fun he had. I
Well,
guess Republicans have fun too.
Oh,
You know, I guess that's the gist of that one.
Yeah, well, that was different.
Different days. Okay, well, I think we can wrap it up. I want to thank you. I'm going to post this on the internet, and hopefully we'll get to see it in a few days. Thank you again for your
You're welcome.